Hello, good morning. How is everybody this morning? Coming in with a project today that's got a Halloween twist to it. So we're going to be using our established wreath, and then I thought, oh, you know what would be perfect is to just take out established, not chalk that, and then put the October 31st right smack in the center of our wreath. So I figured, let me give that a whirl. Let's see how that comes out. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Meg. So, I'm using one of our boards that we no longer have, unfortunately. But what I wanted to share with you, thanks, Jess. What I wanted to share with you is in our new catalog, we actually have comparable boards. And the great thing about this is these boards, are a lot lighter weight. These steel boards are pretty heavy, and so therefore the shipping was a bit, premium shipping on our boards. But since then we have gone to these amazing boutique boards that are priced just perfectly and are lighter weight, which is great. And also the shipping is less, which is awesome. Love that. So let's just dive right into our project today. And I wanted to just quickly give a shout out for everybody that's recently either started following my page or has liked my page. I thank you all for joining me on my Chalkature adventure. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. So as when you have a brand new transfer, what we like to do is always label the back of our transfer, because our transfers are silkscreen reusable transfers, and you want to make sure that you're putting it on your carrier sheet on the right way. And the reason for that is because this side is your paper side, and the side where your sticky back transfer returns to is shiny, and thus allowing it to come off. If you accidentally put it on the back side of the paper, you're not going to be able to get your transfer off. So that's just one little tip that you can do when you first get your brand new transfers, and that'll help you maintain them and get many, many projects out of them. So I'm going to fuzz this transfer, and the whole reason that we fuzz our transfers is because you can see they're pretty darn sticky. So we don't want it to stick quite that hard to our surface, because then what happens is when we try to remove the transfer, we're stretching and pulling and distorting our transfer. We don't want that to happen, because I want to get, hi Eileen, a lot of uses out of my transfer. Chalkature can only guarantee 8 to 10 uses. However, hi Sharon, I am absolutely here to tell you that you can get many more. So long as you are taking proper care of your transfers, I guarantee personally that you will definitely get many, many more. So you can see that this is pretty sticky. This is still somewhat new of a transfer for me. I have used it on a few projects. But what happens is once you use it and then you clean it, it brings the sticky back. So you just want to make sure that you are fuzzing it every time. And you'll know the difference when you've been working with your transfers for a little bit, and you'll be able to tell that it's a little less sticky, so you probably don't have to do as much fuzzing as you do in the beginning. Okay, so there we go. So we pick some of our lint off of put some lint onto our transfer, and we're gonna pop this right on here, trying to center it as best as I can. And I think that looks pretty centered. So we are gonna make this a Halloween themed wreath. We're not gonna go with the traditional, what it's made for, which is the established wreath. So I figure we just change up the colors to make it a little more Halloween-y. And is that even a word? I don't even know. A little more Halloween. And then we're gonna pop the October 31st smack in the center of our wreath to make it a Halloween decoration. How amazing would that be? That's the great thing too, is mixing and matching your transfers to come up with your own unique designs, right? That's pretty cool. So I'm going to be using our evergreen, and I don't know, what did I do that made you laugh, Jess, or cry? I don't know. I probably said something stupid, because sometimes when I'm talking and doing something, I'm not realizing what I'm saying. So we're just going to take our squeegee and dip it into our chalk paste. And what you do first is you just want to stir that chalk paste so that you're getting that nice yogurt-like consistency, which I've already stirred my chalk paste prior to coming live. And then you're literally just spreading that chalk paste with your squeegee right along where the silkscreen area is. Like that. It's easy peasy, I guarantee it. Halloweeny. Yeah, I like that word. It's kind of Halloweeny. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. It is not hard at all. So now we got all our lines out. We've got all our excess chalk paste off of our project, and we're going to put that right back into our jar. And then we're going to just peel this back. Make sure that you're applying even pressure when you're taking your transfer off, and that just helps to avoid any pulling of your transfer as well. And then you get your little handle stuck in there. All right, let's move you out of the way, guy. And I am taking my transfer and placing it into a pan of water that I have off to the side of me. Like so. Now, we want to give this a quick heat set because I'm going to be adding some orange embellishments with the little piece that comes in your established wreath. It's really cute. They have a couple different pieces actually. Let me just show you real quick in the established wreath so that you can customize it for whatever you want to make your project for. So if it's like established wreath for marriage or for buying your home, it's got numbers in here, so the established, and then you could put the year in there. But then it also has some cute little embellishments so that you can jazz up your wreath. So it's got additional little leaves, tinier leaves, so let's put them off to the side. And then what I really like these little berries. So I thought I would come back in here and just do some orange berries around here. I thought that that would be cute. So, oh, and here is a bigger one too. They have two sides. So here's leaves that you can add more leaves, and you can maybe have some sticking out a little bit. But I'm going to keep it simple. I always try to keep my projects simple in my live. Number one, because I'm not necessarily the most crafty person, so I kind of always try to go simple and easy, especially on lives. And I'm basically doing these videos just to show you how easy it is, so I don't want to come in with really complicated projects. And you guys as designers, customers, what have you, it's your project, so you're going to do what you want with it. I'm just showing you basically the steps so that how to work it and how to use the products. So now that I've talked and talked and talked, this is probably almost dry, but I'm going to help it along. Whenever you are layering, you really want to make sure that your bottom layer is good and dry, because you don't want to put another transfer on top of that and accidentally pull it up, because the back of the transfer is sticky, right? So if your base layer is good and dry, you are not going to have that problem. The other thing that's really cool too about this is that these were steel and they do get hot. With the new boards, the new boutique boards that we have, they're not steel, so they're not going to get quite as hot. So now we just need to wait and let that cool down. I don't want to put another transfer on here and put chalk paste on it while this board is still hot, because then the chalk paste is going to dry super quick, right? So let's let that cool off for a second. And then we're going to come in and grab we're just going to take the Halloween piece, October 31st, and smack that right in the center there. So I want to make sure that this is pretty fuzzed as well. So let's do that. This is good and dry, so I'm okay leaning my project on top of it, or my transfer on top of it. And then we'll grab our towel and fuzz this again real quick. This one I've used a few times too. Probably have, if you've seen some other videos, you've seen I did another project with this. Again, versatility of our transfers, man. Gotta love it. I used this transfer for exactly what it was. I did my lines and I did October 31st. But then I went back in and I was like, huh, I saw another designer did this. That's also great about Chalk Couture, is that we all share the love of Chalk Couture and share our designs. And I saw that she had taken out the October 31st, just not chalked it, and then used another transfer inside there, and it was Mr. and Mrs., which made it a wedding sign. So how awesome. Okay, so let's flip this and we're going to try to center the October 31st right in the middle. Just trying to make sure. Sometimes, I shouldn't say sometimes, I should say all the time, I really wing it with my trying to center things. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to pop that down. And again, I'm only going to take the circle. Do I want to take the circle? Or do I want to just do October 31st? Let me think. I think if I did the circle, it would look a little weird. So I think I'm just going to do the October 31st. And if I'm kind of like second guessing myself after the fact, I can always clean my transfer, come in, and then just put the circle back in. But for now, I think I'm just going to go and just put the October 31st there and not the circle. So this is kind of what happens, just so you're aware, when you get to the bottom of your chalk paste. It does get to feel a little stiff. So all that you do is just add a little squirt of water to your project. Oh my gosh, it's early. I need more tea, obviously. Add a little water to your chalk paste to get it to that nice yogurt-like consistency. And there we have it. So let's grab another squeegee. I'm definitely one of those people that cannot talk and chew gum at the same time. So bear with me on that, because sometimes the words that come out of my mouth, I have no idea what I'm saying. Okay, so again, we grabbed just a little bit of our chalk paste on here, and we're only going to cover the October 31st part in this purple. This purple is beautiful. Again, just a disclaimer, I am using old chalk pastes. I shouldn't say old, but our former chalk pastes. We now have amazing new colors, and I'll put the link to my online store so that you could check out those new colors. I do not have any yet of the new colors. I plan on purchasing some this month so that I'll be able to show you guys projects with the new colors instead of always using the older colors. There we go. Let's make sure. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that I used the purple. I really like that. So I'm just putting my transfer again on the side where I have a little pan of water so that the chalk paste will come off, and then I can clean it, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. While I'm talking again, I want to close up the chalk paste jars that I have already used. That way that helps to prevent them from drying out. So just make sure you get your lids on there nice and snug. And then I have my orange, which I wanted to just pop in some little orange berries around my wreath. I thought that that would be really cute. And let me just dry the October 31st. I don't want to accidentally hit that because it came out perfect. We are dry. So now I'm just going to take my berries. I want to make sure that my orange has a good yogurt-like consistency because it's been sitting open for a few minutes now. That is perfect. And then this, I'm going to grab just a small squeegee if I can get it. Oh, all right, this one will work. So this, I'm going to take this little transfer and I'm going to move it around pretty quickly and try to get as many little berries out as I can. Thanks, Jess. So what I do is I want to get a smaller squeegee because that one's still a little big. Okay, so let me grab this. I just cut apart one of our smaller squeegees into little pieces. So these are perfect for these little guys. So I'm going to move pretty quickly and just put this down randomly. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Just to kind of add some pops of color to the wreath. And I just want to put a nice thin layer. And then that way I can pick it up and just keep moving right along and just add some orange little details all the way around. And I'm gonna just keep pressing my luck here and try to get as many as I can without having to wash. Again, just because I want to not have to take too much of your time and have to wait for me to wash a transfer, even though it would only take a second. I'm getting quite a few little pops of color around here. I'm gonna press my luck even more. Keep going, keep going. little more here. Oop, I dropped it. There we go. It's still coming out pretty good. How many am I up to? I got a pretty good amount of berries around here. That looks pretty awesome, huh? I'm gonna keep going. Keep pressing my luck. And where do we need some more? I think that looks pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that. I got a lot of passes with that transfer before cleaning it, so that's pretty cool. Oh, thanks, Dad. Yeah, I was actually looking through our catalog last night at all the transfers, kind of like wishfully thinking which transfers I want to get. And yeah, the idea when I saw came to the page on the established wreath, it just kind of like something screamed out at me like, oh, put October 31st in the center of that. And what really made me think of it is because I see a lot of people that are wreath makers who make their amazing wreaths. I can't say that, wreaths, and then use chalk couture as an embellishment to their amazing wreaths. They might put like a little piece of wood inside of their amazing wreath with some of our chalk couture products, the paste and the paint and the transfers and all, just to give it that extra little added something for their wreaths. And so that kind of like was going through my head when I was looking at the established wreath in the catalog as well. So kind of thought of that with putting October 31st in the center. So that is my project for tonight. Let me heat this real quick. And I think that these are probably already dry. And then the awesome thing about this board is it's actually double-sided, and I have a project on here, Together is Our Favorite Place to Be. So what's pretty cool about this, and even the boutique boards, is that they are double-sided. So you can have your amazing sentiment for the whole year hanging on your wall. And then when it's Halloween, all you need to do is flip it over to the back side, and now you've got a Halloween decoration. No need to be putting and pulling all your decorations into bins and storing them away for the summer, for the seasons. Then this is like a 2-for-1, so that's pretty cool. So you just have this hanging all year, and now you've got two things that you can have on display in your home. So that's pretty cool. I love that. And I like the way that this came out, and I haven't had the heart to erase it, and so that's why I just kept this one on here, because I love this saying. And now I can flip it over for Halloween. Pretty cool. Alright guys, I thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and if you are not a designer and like what you saw today, I would be so thankful if you would share my video, which is on the bottom left hand corner if you're on a mobile device. That way we are getting the Chalk Couture love out to all your friends as well, and I am truly appreciative of that. So, oh, thanks Jess. Thank you. So have a great rest of your Sunday, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.